Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining us as we take this opportunity to look at how we can utilise Office 365 on our iPads. So let's get started with today's lesson. So let's take a look at something within PowerPoint that you can do on your iPad really nicely, and it really supports both teachers and students, I guess, in developing their creativity. If at first you might feel a little bit constrained and think you're not a creative person, this is just a nice touch within PowerPoint that just helps you generate some new ideas. So we're going to go into PowerPoint and we are going to start a new presentation. And I'm actually just going to start with a blank presentation, although it is useful to identify that, even if you do struggle, there are some really nice templates to start with. But let's just take a look at the blank version. And what I'm going to do here is I want to do a presentation about a specific topic. So I'm going to jump into my images, and let's say our topic is on school in 21st century. So we've got some pictures here that we might want to use. So nice thing on the iPad is I can drag and drop these pictures across and I can place them on my slide. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these in. Let's get this one as well. So that features, makes it really nice and easy to start creating. And then what you'll see along the side is this design ideas pops up. So if I might be spending a lot of time thinking, I'll put that picture by here and this picture by here. And if you know anything about design, there is some concepts around placement of the images and how it helps the observer. So to just show where that sits, we have a design button at the top here, and we can design for our themes. We can change the slide size, change the background. But if we tap on design ideas, it will design some ideas based on the images that I've added in. So without me having to think too much about where I place those pictures, what PowerPoint is doing is it's creating, some different ideas of what I think or what they think it would look like, which can get me started. For instance, I probably would never have come up with this concept of using the interlocking shapes to create a pattern and have my text here. So it's a really nice way to play around with those things. And as you start to build more, if I add in additional slides and start to create more and more in my work, I'm going to have more and more bits of information that I want to create, and PowerPoint will just add in lots and lots of new ideas for how I want to do those things. So have a play. It really is a fab way to kind of just work on the things that you're doing. Like I said, if I just jump back out again, let's just add maybe just some colors into this one. So let's insert maybe some photos from my camera roll on this one. So we'll just tap on a few of these, me presenting. So some nice colors in it. Again, you'll see that it gives me those options within the design. Those design ideas kind of get generated here. There's another sort of different approach. One I quite like this. Sort of builds in all those different elements. Some really nice funky things in this that you can add in. So depending on what's on the slide, it gives you some options for how you can design your slide. So definitely have a play around with it. It's a really nice feature within PowerPoint and can really help students start to think about their own designs. Once they've been inspired by a few of these, they might have a better idea of how to create them for themselves, which ultimately is the goal. We probably want for children to be digitally literate, to know how to do these things for themselves and not just necessarily always push the button, but use it definitely as inspiration.